Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth, the boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
Hi guys, this is Sakura A with Boxing Playhouse, and today I have Alycia Baumgardner with me. I'm so excited. She's got me up early, guys, so you don't know what to expect from me already. But this will be interesting because you got me early morning. So I want to first take the time out to thank everybody that's listening right now, everybody that's watching, and to say that, it's not every day that you'll be seeing me at these hours. So I want to say how beautiful you all are to me. Now, I do have a couple of things to say about female boxing in general. I want the damn 3 minutes. I want the 3-minute rounds because I'm positive we're going to see more KOs if we get those 3 rounds. I'm interested to see what our guest thinks today about that. And then I want to talk to her about her Michaela Myers like Twitter beef that's going on. I mean, I'm ready to see some action. I love a good, beef, but I want to see some action in the ring. Let's see what she has to say about that. Let's see. We have the super lightweight. No, she's a super featherweight, junior lightweight boxer, Alycia Baumgardner. What's up, girl?
What's going on? Thank you for having me. I know you said you're not a morning person, but I am up at the crack of dawn, ready to get my day started and get a lot of things done before I have to go to the gym and be there all day. So yeah, thanks again for having me.
Well, thanks so much for finding time for us. I mean, I appreciate that. So that's why I had to get up, because I got to know the beef. I saw on Twitter, I mean, you and Mayers going back and forth. She's saying that she offered a fight and you had excuses. You're saying, no. We're talking about right now. Like, fill me in on how this even started.
Yeah, so I would say last year I was offered to fight her. It was around, COVID was happening during that time. And we had gotten offered to fight. And so I wanted to take the fight, me personally, because I know I can beat her on any given day. But I also take my team's consideration and their advice. That's why I have a team. And they're like, I don't think it's the right time to take that fight. And so, I had to take that in consideration. I could have said, I'm going to take it, but if I have a team that's looking out for my best interest, I'm going to do that. And then again, I know the athlete that I am. I know the fighter that I am. So why would I take a fight, one, on a short notice that's not going to benefit me at all? Here's the thing about champions. They want the easy way out. They want to call you on a late notice. They want to make sure you're not training when you're not trained. No, give me a fair camp. Give me the right amount of time that you have so we can put on the best show. Because most of these girls that she's fought been on late notice. They've gotten 3 weeks notice. They're coming up in weight. Let's be fair about it, because I know that I'm better than you. So they don't want me to have a full camp. They don't want me to be 110%. So that's cool. I didn't take the fight, but I'm like, it's going to come back around when it's supposed to. I'm not tripping. Again, it came back around sooner than I thought. And I said, absolutely, yes, I'll take the fight. There was no ifs, ands about it. I had just had knee surgery in October. Again, they try to catch a girl slipping, thinking I was gonna get the fight or take the fight because I just had surgery. Like, she just had surgery. She's been off for a while. This is perfect. This is the fight you need. Little do they know, I've been working. And again, I'll beat Michaela on any given day. Like, she's not that good. Like, I'm way better than her as an athlete, as a boxer, all that. So I said, yeah, let's take the fight. And we haven't heard anything from them. It had been like 3 weeks. So I know that they just on some games, or whoever, she says that's her team. They're doing that. You still talk to your team. You still are in communication with your promoter and the matchmaker or whatever. seeing how this is working out. So you know what? We're not going to be waiting on them. I'm not going to be here begging because I'm not doing that. Again, it will come back around full circle. And when it does, it's just going to be all in my favor. And I'm just going to continue training hard as I always do and staying ready. So pretty much all that talking she was doing, that she just, there's people who stay on social media. I do the talking in the ring, believe it or not. So, it'll come back around full circle.
Yes, I was glad when we were able to check you out in action in Tampa about what now is going on 2 years ago because of COVID. But I mean, just that one initial watch of you, we were like impressed totally. I mean, the ring generalship, the beautiful stance you have, the power. I mean, skills, definitely. I mean, I know that you have been in a situation where you're constantly trying to find competition, you and your team, which I guess Nelson Lopez Jr. is still your manager. Yeah, he's an awesome person. I love him so much. So we basically know that you have a great team behind you. So if you're not getting the fights, I mean, for me as a fan, I'm thinking you're avoided. I mean, is this how you feel about it? Do you feel like people are avoiding you now because they seen and heard about your talent?
Yeah, I think it's more of trying to play it safe. They know that I'm right there, obviously, but they're just trying to play it safe on their end. And I get it, but then at the same time, we're hurting this women's side of boxing because we wanna go a certain route. Like, these fights need to be consistent and they need to be competitive, and having women's boxing stay, like, we have our like ups and downs. It'll be like right up here and then it'll drop all the way back down because we have these fights that are not consistent or competitive. And there's a lot of girls in the sport who are competitive and they just need to make the fights come together. Like, the promoters need to come together and make these fights. I think that's what's lacking in USA boxing for women, unfortunately. So
that is a good point. I mean, do you think that the fights would be more competitive if they were 3-minute rounds? Because I'm one that's a proponent for that. If you're going to get paid for the value of that. I mean, personally, me speaking, I think you guys already deserve it, even with a 2-minute round, as far as the pay is concerned. But mainly just because you have to put in the same amount of work that the males have to outside the ring. Like, it's a whole lifestyle that you athletes, females, are having to participate in. And you're sparring, most of you are sparring the 3-minute rounds. You're sparring with men. I mean, I just don't understand why it shouldn't just be 3 rounds at this point.
Right. So I'm in between. I can see why it's 2 minutes. I can see why people want 3 minutes. Just to talk about, I don't mind fighting 2 minutes. I actually like it. And I don't mind fighting 3 minutes because, again, I practice 3 minutes. But if the women's fights are not competitive, nobody wants to see 3 minutes of pitter pat. I'm just being honest. They're going to turn it off. If the fight was, for example, Amanda Serrano just fought. That was the action-packed fight. Every round was competitive. Every round had you tuned in. I would like to see 3 minutes of that. There's some fights that don't deserve no 3 minutes because I'm not going to sit there and watch it. Like, I'm going to turn it off because you don't got me in tune. I mean, it can go the same way with the men, but I just feel like women's boxing is already has a bad look. So for us to build the sport, we want to make it look good, right? And I also believe if you can't get an opponent out in 2 minutes, that should say something too. So we have to build these steps to be recognized for 3 minutes. And again, you have to pay us. They don't want to pay us. Okay, so how can we do better? Dominate the 2-minute round. Start knocking women out. That's how we build to get to 3 minutes and to be recognized and to be paid properly. That it's right here with that, I think.
Oh, I know. I feel what you're saying. Exactly what you're saying does make sense. I mean, in order to get these boxing fans, which are mostly men, to watch, with my experience and the colleagues that I work with that are male, when I start talking about female boxing, they're like, oh, it's not action packed enough. And they think it's boring. They're not getting the KOs. So, or they want to watch because they just find that particular boxer appealing sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like they like, oh, there, she's fine. I'm watching her. And it's no in between. It can't be like I'm just watching because I know this boxer has skills. Like they either it's either totally sexually objectified, or is I want to, I got to see some action, and I know this person is going to give me what I want.
Exactly. That's what it is. And I don't know if it's just men in general, but they have short attention spans. So like, if you ain't got their attention right off the bat, then you might not have it at all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
That's true. They do have a short attention span for sure. Now, the other thing that they also told me was, then why don't you guys get some female boxing fans? You guys want, they're like, females, you all want us to support female boxing, but why aren't you putting that same pressure on females to watch female boxing? And, I sat and I thought about that, and I'm like, wow, well, that's a good point. I mean, they should be supporting females in general, but a lot of females are kind of like timid when it comes to boxing. It's not a lot of us that are like, yeah, bring on the blood, bring on like the punishment. We have, some of us have mean streaks. But some women, they like, oh my God, they need to get a doctor in here, like
right.
They don't want
I feel like most of it, again, it's hit or miss. I think if there's women who support it, they're either going with their girlfriends or they're going with their boyfriends that like it. But there's just some that just like, no, I'm not watching. But you see the fan base in UFC, so I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if it's just, again, people want to see brutal shit. That's just what it is. They want to see girls being knocked the hell out, kicked in the neck, whatever. And so we got to bring that same pressure to the women.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely got to step it up. A fight like you and Mayers would be that. And I think that's something that she needs to challenge herself with as well.
She should.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm looking at the record. She does have the WBO belt right now. But it was basically her opponent lost it on the scale. So she wasn't even able to, actually get this belt. Even if the title holder wanted to, she didn't make it on the scale. So, basically only Mayers could get that title during the fight.
Right.
And she did look good in that fight, but then you start wondering, well, how good was the WBO champion, that lost the title in the first place? For or is, like you're saying, is it a real level and talent difference? We just don't know, because we don't know all of the women boxers. We only know a few, and usually they're in different. The few that we do know, they're in different weight classes. So it's kind of like, I hate when they just promote. My point is they'll promote like one person from the division for females, like Clarissa Shields for super welterweight to middleweight. And then it goes down, now you're talking about Brackus and Jessica McCaskill now. Then you go down another level, and now you're at Katie Taylor and them weight class, So it's just, like 140-ish. Now you go to Serrano as well. Then, I mean, it's like you only know one person. How can we make female fights when we only know one person from that division? They're getting all the highlight and exposure, and the other female boxers aren't.
That makes sense.
Do you have, do you have an idea on how we can get the industry to focus on more than one female in a weight division?
Here's the thing. They have the blueprint. The way they do it with the men, do it with the women. There's enough competition. Like, It's not rocket science. We use the same concept. The 130 division is packed with talent. It's so
Mhm.
packed. The 140, 35, packed. Those are divisions that they can use as a blueprint to build women's boxing. So I don't understand. I don't know if it's laziness. I don't know if it's just careless or what it is, but sooner or later they're not going to be able to deny it. So I'll make sure of
Yeah,
that.
not knowing. I mean, it's hard to make a mega fight when you only know the champion, or
Mhm.
not even sometimes not even the champion. You just know that one person in that division. I mean, I think the
Right.
last
So
time
ch- so get
Professor
so get
Hill,
this. This brings up a good point that you say. So again, we have for the 130 division, you have me and you have Michaela, two USA fighters at 130. It's a great fight. And again, I was offered that fight during COVID. Knowing how big that fight is and knowing the promotion that can go into that fight says the reason why it never happened. If the time is now, you can build that fight. And that's the concept I'm talking about, building a fight that is gonna bring light on both women, on the weight class itself,
mhm.
and just as a whole. So that just goes in hand on why that could have been a perfect example of them breaking out. Was me and Michaela. We're two USA fighters with and we don't like each other. So it would have been perfect. It would have been perfect.
So you saying it's a genuine don't like each
Yeah, I don't
other?
like her. I don't like her. She talked way too much for not to be fighting all that good like that. Like at all. And the difference is she ain't been in there with a dog. Like you talking real heavy. Heavy. And for me, it's like I know my worth ethic and I know me as an athlete and I'm just better than her. So again, it's just when that time comes around to fight, if it happens, then so be it. But she'll get her work one of these days.
Exactly. I mean, to simply say it, I was a little disappointed in her comment to you, bringing up, yeah, like you're talking about fighting now,
Hmm.
making a fight now. And she's like, oh, well,
I
this time
offered you the
you're
fight,
not
yeah.
having. Yeah, like we're not talking about back then. We're talking about right now. And hello, you had just lost your trainer.
Right,
And I
exactly. Yeah.
apologize for that too. That really hurt the boxing community as a whole. Tony Harrison's father, Mr. Salim. Is it Salim?
Yeah, Miss Cotard,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I'm so sorry that happened to you guys. Um, and but to sit there and say like anyone that knows the sport knows what was going on last year for you
Right.
guys.
And that's the thing. I didn't have to explain that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go on there and say my coach just died. Like, no, I didn't have to do that because I know
Hmm.
what was going on my end and I know that I made the right decision to not fight you at that point in time.
Right.
So now moving forward, when the time is right and I gave you an absolutely yes, then you went hush. Then you went back into your cage. Like, come on. Like it's funny to me. It's really comical. I really get a laugh out of it because that's
Mhm.
just how these
Well,
world
we all
world
know
champs are.
how special and skilled Tony Harrison is, and you got the same, you know, support
Hmm.
system
Yeah.
and groundwork done with his father. I mean, I'm excited about seeing him back in the ring too. I'm
Hmm.
glad that's about to happen. Him and Perella. It's tough for me because I've always been a Tony Harrison fan, and Perella, he's from here,
I
the
know.
gist.
I know.
So it's like, oh,
Let me tell you though, Tony is training. He looks amazing, and we all had to take his dad's death and take that as a sign to keep pushing and moving forward and train even harder, and that's exactly what he's doing. So next week you will see just this improved Tony Harrison. So I'm more than excited for him, and I'm again excited to where I'm going because we have his brother who's our main trainer now. So we're all in there together, working hard, pushing each other, motivating each other. So even having that energy, that team behind you, that just builds the fighter as well. So
That's
You
great.
know, we
Because
just
I
have to
was going to
see.
ask you if you were still training with those, with the same team of people.
Yeah,
So that means that the legacy continues. I mean,
absolutely.
that's amazing. I'm so glad that you're getting that type of skills because I mean, Tony got the skills to pay the bills, baby.
Yeah, you know, we're just building on top of that. With what Coach Ali, what he left the blueprint for me was just building on top of the skill that I already had, but just also learning that the basics are so important. And when you can really capitalize on those basics, you have a great fighter. And I can't wait to showcase that because I promise you, nobody's seen it. Nobody has seen it with any women's boxer, and I promise you that nobody.
Yay!
And I want to show that, huh?
Now, one thing I can say is that you got like a little killer instinct, kind of like a Bud Crawford does.
Oh, I have a killer. It's a switch. It's
Yeah,
a switch,
like I'm like,
boy.
who is
It's a switch. Look, nobody's seen that side either, but you know that fight would that fight's gonna bring that out. You know that I'm hungry. You know
this?
I
Yeah.
felt like I just been chained up for a while, and I had to do a lot of mental training for myself. You know, I'm breaking bad habits and being really in tune with myself because it's 90% mental in that ring. And if I'm not okay outside the ring, I'm not gonna be straight in there. So I know I had to do a lot of groundwork, a lot of just mental work, and I'm just hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm improving every day in the gym. Since the last time y'all see me in Florida till now, it's just a big drastic change. And I got, you know, my coach behind me, Tony, the team, like they see what everybody else sees hasn't seen, you know, so they know. So again, when that time comes, it's gonna be where has this girl been? Where's she
Oh my
been?
God,
Like,
I'm so excited because I mean, your boxing, first of all, it's beautiful to watch. I mean, just the actual technical aspects of it. So it's like, I can't wait. I'm so excited to see what you have next in store for us. I mean, if we can
yes,
get somebody in the ring with you.
I know it. We're trying to get a fight lined up, possibly maybe May,
Okay.
in or maybe June or July. So one of these next couple months,
The
we want to
summer.
just, get my feet wet since surgery. Since I've had a long layoff, but I just been in the gym, man, just staying ready, keeping my body in shape, staying on weight. So we
And
right there.
how is the knee feeling right now since you had your surgery?
The knee is feeling amazing. I just did a knee test. Last time, I think it was like 2 months ago, I did my test. I was at 88%, and this past Tuesday, I was at 98. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
you ready to go.
I'm just building. Like my PT is like, yo, like you really doing good. You're like improving really well. So again, that's God's strength and God healing that I'm so blessed to have. And so, when that time comes, baby, it's gonna be so good. I can't
Mm.
wait. Can't
I
wait.
know, me neither. So make sure you let us know when that next fight day is, so we can say, we have our ladies' night edition once a month. So we definitely want to have you come in and let the fans, our night fans, see you.
Yes, I definitely want to fight back in Florida. I gotta build my fan base. Florida's probably my second home.
uh,
Nelson lives there, so like I go there a lot for training camps and just training, just to go for vacation. So just building that fan base over there that way would be nice to come back and fight. So hope we can get
yes, for
that
sure.
going.
I do want to talk to you really quickly before I let you go about some of the other things that you're doing outside the ring, because I know you have your Adidas line.
Hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
then I did see something where you were promoting something, healthy. As far as I don't know exactly what that is, but can you tell us about it?
I'm promoting something healthy.
I saw something on your site, on your page, where you were
Okay.
promoting something healthy.
Um,
As far as,
I just recently signed with Tom Ford modeling agency. I don't know if that's what you seen, but
wow.
that was just
No,
a
we didn't
recent
get
thing.
that.
Yeah, that was just a
Wow.
recent thing that I was able to do. I'm so excited to be building that avenue outside the ring. So I just signed with him about a month ago. So we're going to be working with him and just building this brand that I've been envisioning for a long time. So
Oh my
um,
God, that is super, super, like, that's big. That's super
yeah,
big.
yeah,
Top
yeah,
four, and that's like up there.
yeah.
I mean,
So
you have the look and and such the healthy lifestyle to go with it, that you're very appealing as far as marketability.
mhm,
And I mean, that's something that some female boxers are not going to be able to do.
mhm.
So that also elevates your ability to reach more people. So
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that is like really big news.
Thank
Um,
you.
where can we find this Adidas line though?
You know, with the Adidas boxing, it is overseas. So,
Hmm.
they do have to work with the US to, bring that stuff over this way. So I'm not quite sure, but I know it's coming. So just little by little, just
Because
little
I got
steps.
to get some. I want to make sure I definitely support. I
Yes.
mean, I don't know how much working out I can do with that, but I'm gonna look the part. You got to start.
Yes,
You
nothing
got
wrong
to
with
have
that.
that look to get
No,
motivated to go to that gym.
nothing wrong with that at all. So we just, stay on it, keep working. I did start actually my own juice business. I don't know if that's what you
That's what it
see.
was. The juice business. That's what it was.
Yes, yes. My Temple Raw juice. I didn't just start that, but I've been working on that since last year. And so I make raw juices for the gym. The young kids are able to drink those instead of fruit juice and juices full with sugar. I want to promote health and wellness to the inner community, to know that, your body is a temple and you got to make sure you take care of it. And just being a professional athlete and preparing yourself for a fight, you want all those good nutrients and all those good tasting
Mhm.
minerals and stuff for your body. So yeah, I make my own juices and
That's
um,
cool. I
yeah.
mean, which one you think I might like? I like strawberry and
Do you like ginger? Are you a
yes, I
ginger
do.
fan? I love ginger. So I make it's called apple gin and it has ginger, apple, and lemon with chia seeds, which is good
That
for
sounds
protein,
delicious.
good for your gut. So if you're a big ginger fan, that's the one. So
Okay, so you got a website built for that, or we could just hit you up on your IG.
yeah, I don't have a website yet. We're still building. So when I get that up and running, I will definitely keep you posted so I can start, shipping them out. Because a lot of people ask, and it's just so I'm just the one one woman doing it. So
Yeah.
doing that and training other people, it's been busy, but I'm very blessed to be able to do it. So when that time comes, you definitely know.
Okay, cool. Because I gotta have my apple gin, but you know how Box and Playhouse do it at night. Now we might have to add a little something, something to that
Ain't nothing
apple.
wrong with that. Look, those are coming too. We need a
I
little
might
something to
need.
drink.
Yes, I might need that. The bomb apple gin martini or something like that. Something I'm gonna make
Period.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot of
Awesome.
fans that I didn't realize were actually commenting. I
Okay.
mean, we got Rob Hall. He says salute. And PBC and Top Rank need to promote women's boxing much more.
I
Absolutely.
agree. I agree. PBC playing though. They playing. They
Yeah,
are.
going on PBC and the female boxers, they got to come on to come up with that
You
one
you
for
you
sure.
say women's boxing, they turn their heads like I ain't hearing nothing. But that's okay. It's okay because I promise you, when they see me, they'll be like, "Yeah, we need her. Somebody gonna do it."
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I mean, I know a scout from Mayweather Promotions, and they were looking for a female boxer, but they want one that's like welterweight or
okay.
middleweight. Like they're looking in that range. So I
Well,
guess they like.
they better look at the 130 because baby, that is packed and action packed. And let me tell you, the 130 can move up to the 47 too,
If need be, whatever
if
you got
need
to
be.
do.
Like,
Yes.
period. I
And
like
I
to
know
fight
I
in
heard that
general.
119 is also a really stacked division for females as well.
Okay.
119 got like a lot of talent. So it's
Okay.
like your division and the 119 area, like they got plenty of competition, but I guess they want to look for someone that could, be the next Brackus or the next Clarissa. They're up there, but I see you could be at 147. I mean, you've done 135 fights before.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
easily,
wouldn't
so
mind to move up, but I want to conquer my 30 division, move up to
girl.
35, 40, and then 47 would be, having fun.
Oh my God, that would be like that's like a 3-time, 4-time world champion. If you get a title at each division, I mean, that would just be like, who can touch you at that point?
I'm trying to tell you, they don't know
All
yet.
right, especially if you're action packed. And like I said, you got that mean streak that all boxing fans love. So that would just be a double win. We got Lonnie. Lonnie says, love you, Alycia. Detroit. Blessed
Awesome.
and
Yes.
big time. All right.
Thank you.
Then, he says Boston Playhouse. Thank you so much. Okay, Simo. Or Simo. Or no, what did I say? Slim. No, it's Simo. He says, hey, baby.
Hey.
Okay, we knew we was going to get some of that. All right, we got Tito Ocasio. All right, Tito, he trains in Winter Haven. And, or I think it's Winter Haven. But his son is a flyweight.
Okay.
Jose Ocasio. So, and he has a gym. He's got a great staple. Tito does, and he's pretty amazing trainer.
I think I remember meeting him at an amateur tournament. I met him. We just served. I forget, but I remember him. We had a good conversation. We had a good conversation.
Well, he says she's an amazing fighter, and
Thank you.
totally believe him. He knows what he's talking about. And then Rob says Al Heyman need to sign her right now.
Hey, email him and tell him that. Look, this is what we need. We need the men on
our side, yeah,
us.
like the men have to support the females for sure. And then Lonnie, yes. Wait a minute, I lost my place that fast. Okay, Rob says she about to leave the sport. Too much bread on that side. Oh, he's saying that you're doing so good with the outside career work. But it all goes with your career,
It does. But I'm a fighter first, and I love the fight. I've been fighting since 8 years old, so I just want to get in there and knock someone's head off.
I love it. Oh, he said beauty and balls. Okay.
I like that, beauty and balls. Yeah, you gotta have some balls to get in that ring, right?
Now he's talking about excellent body. Yes, indeed. That's why we need to get on her ginger. We need to get on those juices.
Yes.
Jody says SOS in the building. Tito Escalera from TNK Boxing here in Tampa Bay. He says future world champion.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Tito Ocasio. I told her she was going to be a world champion.
Amen to that.
I know that's right. So tell us where we can find you at on social media. Where can people support you and find you when they want to know, what's going on in your life?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at Alycia Baumgardner or on Twitter at Alycia M. Baum. I'm mostly active on those two and always sharing the latest news with my fights, with my next opportunities. So go ahead and follow me.
All right. And then we'll also provide you with a link on our pages, our website, www.boxingplayhouse.com. And you can also find this interview on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So make sure you catch up with Alycia because, right now we're on a collision course for her and Kayla Mayers to get it down. and I can't wait till it happens. I'm gonna need Michaela to stop with the damn excuses. Let's get this fight on. Both of you say you're ready for the challenge, so let's make it happen. Put that pressure on the managers and promoters to make it happen. Alycia,
I agree. Thank
do
you
you
again.
love Boxing Playhouse?
Say that again.
Alycia, do you love Boxing Playhouse?
I love Boxing Playhouse.
Hey! Well, we love Alycia the Baumgardner. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
See
we
you
can
later.
get you back scheduled in again. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.